Alabama STEM Explorers is made possible by the generous support of Hudson Alpha Institute for Biotechnology, Southern Research, solving the world's hardest problems, the Holly Family Foundation, Alabama Works, Alabama STEM Council, Alabama Mathematics, Science, Technology, and Engineering Coalition for Education, Alabama Math, Science, and Technology Initiative.
I've been waiting for this moment all day. Where's the ice cream? Oh no. Forgot to put the ice cream away. What am I gonna do now? I know. I'll make my own ice cream. Wanna come along? Hi, welcome to Alabama STEM Explorers. I'm Cruz and I'm here with Keshia, and we're at Alabama State University in Montgomery, and we're gonna make ice cream.
Yay! I love ice cream.
Okay, so we have some sugar, half and half, some vanilla extract, and some kosher salt.
Well, you have all the ingredients that we need, and we only need about 15 minutes to do this. So let's go ahead and get started. Get your smaller bag, and we're gonna add our ingredients into that one.
Okay.
Let's first start with our half and half. We're gonna pour a half a cup of half and half into our smaller bag. Do you need me to assist you? I'll hold this for you. Great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So we're gonna pour this into our bag.
Okay.
The next ingredient that we're going to add is going to be our vanilla extract, because remember, we're making vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla's my favorite ice cream.
Mine too. So we're gonna do 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
You can get the...
Here you go.
Oh.
It's okay. Oh, sometimes we make a little spill,
yeah.
but it's okay. We'll just wipe that up later. Then we have to add sugar because we want our ice cream to be sweet. So let's do a half a cup of sugar.
If you can open this.
Sure. And you just pour it over. Now let's measure it out because we want to make sure we have the right amount. So let's pour. You can pour and I'll hold.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And shake it to make sure it's level. Good. All right, add your half a cup.
I wonder how good this is going to taste.
I think it's going to be delicious. And let's make sure we put our top back on our vanilla extract. We don't want it to spill. All right. So let's seal that bag up. Make sure you kind of squeeze the air, excess air out. Great. Now let's get our larger bag, which is our gallon size, and we're going to add 4 cups of ice into there. I think we already measured it out for you over there on the side. So you can just pour it over in there. And I'll hold this.
Here you go.
All righty. Now.
Here we go.
Great. One more thing we have to add is our kosher salt. So in here, we're going to add 1/2 cup of kosher salt to our ice.
Oh, okay. So this makes it colder.
Might be. We shall see, won't we? I think you're on the right track of thinking about why we're adding the kosher salt to our ice.
There's a lot of kosher salt.
Yes. We want to make sure, though, we make our ice cream. All right.
There we go.
Just mix it in the ice. You may want to just shake the bag a little, get it mixed around in there. Okay. That's good. Doesn't have to be a whole lot.
Okay.
We're gonna shake it more. So now I want you to take your smaller bag and put it into the larger bag.
Okay.
Because if you've ever seen like an old ice cream machine, you know you have your ingredients of the liquid portion inside, and on the outside is your salt and your ice. So let's just keep that sealed and sit it inside there. We're gonna keep this sealed.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I get it.
Make sure we squeeze out that excess air and sit it inside of there. Kind of pack it around like get it down in there good. All right.
Okay.
Now that ice is cold, so we're gonna use this little dish rack to make sure we keep it wrapped around as we shake it. So you're gonna shake it. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Polaroid pictures, but we shook those Polaroid pictures. So you're gonna shake that ice bag. Shake it. Shake it. Yes. And we're just gonna keep monitoring that. We're gonna shake it. We're gonna shake it for a little while. Make sure you give it some good shakes on there.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes. All right. You're doing a great job.
You want to shake it?
Sure. I'll shake it some too. Oh, we're gonna have ice cream soon.
Yeah.
Yay. I'll pass it back to you. Let you shake some more. All right.
Yeah.
So what are you noticing while you're shaking? What are you noticing about the bag on the outside?
It's definitely getting colder.
Yes.
It's getting very, like the salt is doing its work.
Yes.
The salt is doing its very work.
Yes. Oh, let's look. Let's take a look and see how our ice cream is coming along. Let's open up the bag and see. Let's look at our ingredients on the inside. Oh, it's starting to harden some. Let's shake it a little more. Let's pack it down in there good.
It's extremely cold though.
Yes, it is. That's why we want to make sure we always have this something to wrap it around with. This is an oven mitt or some kind of dish towel to make sure you don't get your hands too cold. Yes. We're just shaking it and shaking it. And so, do you know that we're making an emulsion with that ice cream mixture that's inside of that? Do you know what an emulsion is?
Yes, it is adding something to something that doesn't go together.
Yes, it's like when you take two things that are normally not going together, like such as oil and water, and you're mixing it. And so that's what we're doing here when we make this emulsion. So we're gonna keep shaking this. Oh, it is really cold. Let's check it and see how our ice cream is coming along. Let's check it and see. Is it hardening up some?
Here we go.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, it's getting very hard.
Yes. It's going to be like a soft serve ice cream, but it'll still be hard. Let's shake it just a little bit more. Get it down in there good. Remember, I always got to be protective. Yes. Yeah. We always practice safety, whether we're doing it in the kitchen or in the science lab. Keep going.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you're doing a great job with this.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
This is really fun.
It is fun. So you know what? If you don't have ice cream, you can always make your own.
Yeah.
And then like if you want to take and make new flavors, we can add some chocolate syrup or strawberry syrup and make our own different flavors. Yes. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. What do you think would have happened if we had not put that kosher salt in there?
I honestly don't know. You tell me.
Well, if we had not added the kosher salt in there, we would not have had the ice be able to freeze as quickly as it's freezing the ice cream.
Okay.
So that's why the salt is so important. It kind of helps speed up the reaction for this case and making sure that we can get our ice cream much quicker.
Okay.
You know, if we just had regular ice cream, we would have been shaking and shaking and shaking. It would have not gotten as cold as we needed to get. Because we know we keep ice cream where? In the what?
In the freezer.
In the freezer. Otherwise, it would just melt. All right, I think it looks pretty good. Oh, wow. You have done an awesome job. Look, we got ice cream. Oh, we just need a little bowl to pour it in. Oh, yes. Let's dry this off. If we had our spoons, we can eat it directly out of the bag. So we got us a nice soft serve vanilla ice cream that, you know, you can do at any time. This is easy to make. Look at that. Oh,
that is so cool.
It looks very good. So we know that when we don't have ice cream, we can what? Make ice cream. You scream ice cream. We all scream for
ice cream. Yay!
Big Spoon Creamery was started 7 years ago by a couple, Ryan and Jerry Martha O'Hara, in their driveway. And they started there, very small scale. They had the passion, they had the flavors, and then since then they've grown. There's now our Avondale location, we have a location in Homewood, and we're also in several Piggly Wigglies across the state. We specialize in artisan ice cream and seasonal flavors. Making ice cream is all about science and math. So, of course, you know, if you're making brownies or a cake, you have to follow a recipe. And a recipe doesn't just come from anywhere. One of our owners is a pastry chef, and so she made all of our recipes. And so each recipe has all of the leavening agents that we need, so your baking powder, your baking soda, the things that make it where you don't make a pancake, you make a cake. So we have to follow our recipe exactly so that we end up with a nice fluffy cake. So there's your science, and then with your math, you've got to count, right? So maybe it's 100 grams of something, maybe it's 2 ounces, or maybe it's a tablespoon. So you have to do all of your math to make sure that your recipe comes out just perfect. So that's on our baking side. Then on the other side of things, you have to have the creamy part of the ice cream. So we make these bases, which are big pots where we cook our milk and our egg yolks, and we have different sugars and all sorts of things that we mix in there together. And we have to put them together, then we have to heat them. So we heat it so that they get the right consistency, but also because milk and eggs are raw things, right? So they might have bad germs in them, they can make people sick, so we have to cook them to a safe temperature. So we use a thermometer as we're cooking, and we make sure that we get them to the spot where it's gonna be healthy and delicious. So lots of science there. The next part where science comes in, after you cook this base and you put in all your ingredients, you've got your textures all right, you have to get it cold. Because if you let it stay hot, then your germs are gonna grow and you have this bacteria, so we call it the danger zone. So we have to take our hot base, and they're really hot, really, really hot. We carry them to our big walk-in coolers, it's like a giant refrigerator, and then we put these ice paddles in them. So these giant little tubes of ice, and we put them down in these bases because we have to get them cool in 4 hours. If you keep them too hot, you're gonna have all these germs growing, and people aren't gonna be healthy, and they're not gonna like your ice cream. So you gotta cool them down really fast, and then once they're nice and cool, we can use them to make our ice cream. So we run them through a big machine, and it turns it into that yummy, creamy deliciousness. Working at Big Spoon is the best. We have so much fun. We make ice cream all day, and you know what else you get to do when you make ice cream? You get to eat it. So we taste all of our flavors, and sometimes we eat it just because we want a snack. We make ice cream sandwiches. They have little cookies on each side. We make, the regular ice cream that goes in the waffle cones. We make sundaes, so you can put whipped cream and stuff on top, sprinkles. And we have so much fun. When we're working in the kitchen, we're obviously working hard. We've got to follow our recipes and make good ice cream, but we turn on music, we listen to all sorts of things. Sometimes we dance around a little bit. We have the best time. Sometimes we get extra special treats. We'll make extra cookies. It's so much fun. I think one of the coolest parts about making ice cream is how it's something that you never think about. When you're a kid, they never say, hey, do you want to make ice cream when you grow up? But it's such a cool job. You get to use your science and your math every single day to make delicious things. And everybody who comes to get ice cream, they always leave smiling. You can't eat ice cream and frown.
I'm Anderson.
And I'm Kathryn.
And today we're coming to you from Southern Research in Birmingham, Alabama.
That's right, and on today's episode, we're gonna do a lot of really fun food science. So the ice cream that Keshia and Cruz made, that looks pretty good, but I say we make it a little bit better with a special ingredient. What do you think that ingredient might be, Anderson?
Liquid nitrogen?
You got it. So before we get started, we need to make sure we are safe, so let's go ahead and put on our safety glasses. All right, and so before we make the ice cream, we are going to try a little treat. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab some marshmallows. Do you like marshmallows?
Oh, I love marshmallows.
Okay, yeah, good, me too. But you've never had marshmallows like this. I promise they're so much better. Now I'm gonna put some graham crackers in here. All right, perfect. And then what I'm gonna do, and you can, you'll stir in a second, but what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take some liquid nitrogen, and I'm just gonna pour it over our marshmallows. Oh, okay. So pour it over our marshmallows. Like that, good job. Do you see all this fog? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, I'm gonna pour it over our graham crackers. And it's kind of cool, if you see the liquid nitrogen on the table, as it splashes on the table, the little droplets aren't even touching the table because it's constantly evaporating, and so it's kind of like a little hovercraft, which is interesting. So what we'll do, I'm gonna throw a couple more marshmallows in there for you.
Okay.
Delicious, delicious, delicious. All right, and we've got our graham crackers. They are cooking. And whenever I say cooking, they're not cooking like you think they're cooking, because normally you're applying heat, but liquid nitrogen is super cold. And so really they are just freezing. So we're gonna let them cook a little bit. You can stir up those marshmallows. Perfect job. Great job.
Wow.
Yeah, you can kind of hear them. They're getting a little crunchy. So the first thing that we are gonna do, I'm gonna give you one of these graham crackers,
Okay.
and I will show you first. So this is very, very cold. You do not want to put this in your mouth right away, so the way we will warm it up is we will blow. Nice and warm. All right, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna pop it in. Like that, okay? Oh, it's delicious, it's delicious. Okay. Let this warm up a little bit. Blow on it for me. I'll give it 2 seconds. Blow, blow, blow. Keep blowing, keep blowing. Oh yeah, good job. Blow on that side. Okay, open up, Anderson. Here you go. Close your mouth, close it. You're gonna move it around. Okay, don't let it go. Now crunch it, crunch it. Great, good job. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, now the marshmallows are my favorite. They're my favorite. You can just eat it. You can swallow it. Yeah, crunch it up and swallow it. Good job. Marshmallows are my favorite. There's a little extra liquid nitrogen there. I'm going to pour that out for us.
That was pretty cool.
Was that good? That was delicious, isn't it?
It's so good.
Okay, the marshmallows are even better. Okay, so there we go. We blowing that for me. You got to warm them up. Keep on blowing. There you go. Okay, all right. So now we can take a marshmallow. Oh yeah, perfect consistency. Pop it in your mouth. That's pretty good, isn't it? You can like see the fog. That's so cool. Okay, Anderson, open up. Here you go. You ready? Catch it, catch it. Okay, here we go. You get it? Almost. Okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, one more time. You ready? Oh, yes, score. Okay, that is a great way to lead us into the liquid nitrogen ice cream. Are you ready?
I'm definitely
All right,
ready.
let's do it. All right, so now we are ready to make our liquid nitrogen ice cream. So for liquid nitrogen ice cream, nothing too special. We need, the first ingredient is 1 cup of milk. We grab this milk and go ahead and pour it into that bowl for me.
Okay.
Oh, perfect job, good job. You are a chef, Anderson. All right, then we need 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream.
Okay.
Great job. Perfect. And then we'll take, how about some vanilla extract? So I think this is just maybe like half a tablespoon or so.
Okay.
Tablespoon. Great job. And then the last ingredient, the last necessary ingredient would be sugar. So that is a 1/4 cup of sugar. Great. Perfect. And now if you want to grab that spoon and you can start stirring it up for me.
Okay.
We want to get that sugar really dissolved in there. And hey, Anderson, I don't like just like plain vanilla boring ice cream. I like to jazz it up a little bit. So we have some other fun toppings. So we have some cookie crumbles and we also have some strawberry chunks. What do you want?
Definitely the cookie crumbs.
Definitely the cookie crumbles. Okay, good. Good call. That's what I was hoping you were going to say. So I'm going to pour those in, keep on stirring, and you just tell me when you think that sugar is dissolved. Do you think it's good to go?
I think so.
All right, great job. So we are not going to pour liquid nitrogen into this bowl. We are going to pour it into the metal bowl. So if you want to pass me that metal bowl.
Okay.
And we will pour this mixture into there. Oh, it looks good, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Just wait. All right, there we go. Perfect. And you can put that bowl right over there for me. All right, and anytime we are using liquid nitrogen, we definitely need to put on our gloves. So what I'm gonna do, Anderson, is I'm going to have this liquid nitrogen right here, and I'm gonna pour just a little bit at a time into the bowl. And as I'm pouring, I'm gonna need you to constantly stir the bowl, all right?
All right.
So you might need to hold the bowl with one hand and stir with the other hand if you can, all right? Are you ready? We're gonna go ahead and get started, all right. Add a little bit, go ahead and stir. Good job, perfect. You know, the really cool thing about using liquid nitrogen for ice cream is whenever you freeze something with liquid nitrogen, the ice crystals are actually going to be smaller compared if you put the ice cream in the freezer. And so what happens is that it gives the texture of the ice cream a more of a creamier, smooth taste. It's so, so good. So a lot of like really bougie chefs use liquid nitrogen all the time. You can actually make hamburgers with liquid nitrogen too, which
That's crazy.
Yeah, so they will cook the patty to about medium rare, and then they will freeze the patty in liquid nitrogen, and then they'll put it on the grill, so then you get a nice crispy outside, but the inside is still that perfect medium rare.
That's
all right,
crazy.
let's take a look. What do you think? Oh yeah, we need to add a little bit more. All right, we're gonna keep on adding some. Okay, there we go. How's that consistency coming?
It's getting a little thicker.
All right. Let's see. Is it starting to feel like ice cream?
A little
Okay, let me see. All right. Oh yeah, we'll put a little bit more in there. We'll put a little bit more. All right, here we go. This is pretty cool.
Stirring with 2 spoons.
Yeah, look at you go. You are a pro. Look at this. Is this what your kitchen looks like at home? Probably not, because this is way cooler. This is the coolest way to make ice cream. Pun intended. All right, how's that? Is that looking good? Let's see.
Maybe just a little more.
A little more. Okay, Anderson, it is your call. You are the chef today, so we'll add just a little bit more.
I think that might be good.
Is that good? All right, great job. Okay, so I will take the reins right here. If you want to throw me some ice cream bowls, I will serve us up.
Ice cream bowls right here?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yep, exactly right. All right, I will give you the first scoop. Oh yeah, this looks delicious. Delicious. Oh yeah, nice cookies and cream. All right, there you go. You can go ahead and take the first bite. You might want to take off your gloves.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
This is a little hard.
A little messy, but that's okay. Science is messy sometimes.
I'm
Tell me
excited.
how it tastes.
Let's see.
Is it good?
This is so
Is it good? So good. Okay, good. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah, this is a winner. This is a winner. This can win all kinds of ice cream competitions. But you know what? I love ice cream, but what is something that is cooler than ice cream?
Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots. Absolutely. What do you say? Do you want to make some Dippin' Dots?
Definitely.
Definitely. Let's do it. And we are back, and we are ready to make some liquid nitrogen Dippin' Dots. So, Anderson, what I have here is I have a styrofoam bowl. This is full of liquid nitrogen, and another styrofoam bowl. This is full of liquid nitrogen. Dippin' Dots, super easy. So we took the ice cream mixture that Anderson and I made earlier, and we just put it into these clear bowls. And so the way that we are gonna make our Dippin' Dots is you're gonna take your syringe, and you are gonna pull up some solution with that syringe. Yep, just like that. Perfect, that's good. And then what I want you to do is I want you to slowly drop in some dots into the liquid nitrogen.
Okay.
And I will stir it up for you. Oh, perfect, look at those, look at that. Perfect job. I will stir.
Oop.
And you cannot have Dippin' Dots with just one flavor, can you?
No.
Yeah, no, you need a lot of flavor. So we have strawberry, we have vanilla, we have chocolate. Oh, that is looking so good. Good job. You keep on going. I'm going to grab some vanilla and we will mix it up. There we go. Delicious. And what's really cool about this is because liquid nitrogen is so cold, like the second those dots hit the liquid nitrogen, they are going to freeze on impact. And so, I mean, look at this. Like, what would you call that, Anderson? It's like a liquid nitrogen dipping line.
Like a dipping line.
A dipping line, that's right. But yeah, that nitrogen is so cold, it is going to freeze on impact, giving us these beautiful little tiny Dippin' Dots.
This is incredible.
This is incredible. I cannot wait to eat these. So next time you are in the mood for Dippin' Dots, you do not have to wait to go to your favorite amusement park. You can just make them at home. Well, you would have to
Well, you might have to get liquid nitrogen, which is kind of difficult.
That might be a little tricky. But you can come here and we would love to make Dippin' Dots for you.
Thanks for watching Alabama Stimmick Explorers. If you missed anything or you want to watch something again, you can check out our website at alabamastemexplorers.org. Maybe you have a question we could answer here on the show, and you might grab a cool t-shirt. Feel free to send us a video question or an email on our website, alabamastemexplorers.org. Thanks again for watching. We'll be back next week. Alabama STEM Explorers is made possible by the generous support of Hudson Alpha Institute for Biotechnology, translating the power of genomics into real-world results. Southern Research, solving the world's hardest problems. The Hawley Family Foundation, established to honor the legacy of Brigadier General Everett Hawley and his parents Evelyn and Fred Hawley, champions of servant leadership. Alabama Works, a network of interconnected providers connecting business and industry needs to a highly skilled and trained workforce. Alabama STEM Council, dedicated to improving STEM education, career awareness, and workforce development across Alabama. Alabama Mathematics, Science, Technology, and Engineering Coalition for Education, advocating for exceptional STEM education in Alabama. Alabama Math, Science, and Technology Initiative, the Alabama Department of Education's initiative to improve math and science teaching statewide.